Hi Bow team, Stella here, and I'm going to take you through Sun Salutation B. First of all, the focus is on axial extension, so finding that length in the spine, but also a little bit of lift out of all the joints, just playing around with obviously gravity pushing us down, and we're giving ourselves this chance in our yoga, Sun Salutation B, to lengthen out of it in whatever position we're in, and that's what I want us to focus on. First round will be a little bit more informative. Second round, less information, but still fine-tuning those details. Third round is the breath. If you choose to do a fourth round, just get everyone to flow, don't cue anything, and see how it goes, how it feels as well as a teacher to just sit back and observe for that last round. That's always handy. Okay, off into Tadasana. So for our Sun Salutation B, everyone, I'm wanting us to focus on axial extension, which means just feeling like there's a little bit of space in between each and every vertebra. We've got these discs, gravity's pushing us down throughout the day. We're a little bit shorter by the end of the day. So I want us to feel like we're working against gravity. This is our opportunity to work against gravity and to challenge our tissues in a different way in our bony structures. So from here, feel where you are in space, pushing the feet down into the floor. And then feel the crown of the head like you've got the ceiling about an inch or two just above your head, and you reach up to meet that ceiling. When you reach up, you're not moving too much into extension. You're not overdoing your posture. It's a subtle and easeful lengthening rather than a rigid going up. So let's just try that. Feel like the ceiling's pushing you down. Everything's kind of melting. And then feel an easeful grounding into the floor. A lifting out of every single joint, a lengthening of your spine. Crown touches the ceiling. Relax down again. And then easefully ground, center yourself, push the crown to the ceiling. Down. So in standing poses, I will give this cue. Push to the floor, push the crown to the ceiling to try and get you to do that activation. If you're finding you're just feeling this in the back, notice if you're going into an arch, into extension. You can always add a slight tucking, or I like to think there's a wall behind me. So now as we flop down and relax down, feel like you're pushing your brow line, everything's relaxing into that wall, and then when you rise, the backside touches the wall, so does the brow line. It softens into that wall, the back of the head pushes in, and you grow with it, rather than pulling away from it. Use cues around you that you need. I'm going to say, lean and define yourself against that back wall, crown to the ceiling. Last one. Little slump. And rise. All right, guys, let's take the arms above you, letting the arms be even further an extension of your spine. Notice how when you reach even higher now to the ceiling, you get this energizing lift. Now imagine your hands are 2 inches away from the ceiling and you are going up. You're going up. You're activating the arches in the feet to try and get a little bit more length. You're trying to lift the knees away from the ankles, the hips away from the knees, the lower back out of the waistband of the pants. You feel your ribs go up. You feel your shoulder blades, your shoulders go up, everything up. And then we're going to fold into our chair position, Utkatasana, folding deep at the hips. And just aligning ourselves lengthways, kind of like a Venetian blind. Even though we're folded and we're on an incline, we can still feel length from the tail to the head. We're no longer aligned over the feet, so my reference point is going to be my tail to the back of my head. Place your hands there and try and lengthen yourself actively, like so. Growing long. Add in your arms to further accentuate that extension of the spine. Lengthening, reaching, and then fold forward, guys. Uttanasana. And even in this position, feel, can you make yourself active? Can you make your spine feel even longer, even when it's in a round shape? And that might be by activating your core and really stretching the back of your singlet. If you notice in the video now, I'm just relaxing into it. Now I'm making it active. Bend your knees as much as you need to allow that accessibility to move in your spine. If your legs are straight and it's feeling a bit tricky, Bend the knees, lean into the balls of the feet. Use blocks if you need to, guys, to bring your floor closer to you so you can really accentuate a long spine even in a curved position. Ardha Uttanasana. Fold back into Utkatasana chair legs, but this time place your hands onto your knees. Nice and easy. Using this to be able to roll your shoulders back. Good. Again, length from the tail to here. And I like to imagine there's a wall an inch away from my head and an inch away from my bottom cheeks and my tail. And I'm trying to grow and lengthen to try and touch those 2 points. Notice the activity in your back muscles as well as your core because of the relationship you are against gravity. Yep, you're having to work back strength definitely, but you can also lightly engage your core here to feel a little bit supportive in around the back. All right, let's take it down. Step back, plank position. Let's hold in our plank here, guys, and feel again axial length, axial extension. Feel the heels reaching backwards to a wall behind you. Feel the crown of the head reaching forward to the space in front of you. And being a plank, imagine there's a plank of wood up against your back. You push the back of the head against that plank, the mid-back, the bra line, and now the waistband of the pants. So you feel you're not dropping down, and you feel that solid base. And you're going to hold here, working on as much length as possible. 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to move back away from my blocks. I want you to lower your knees down for the first one. Think length as you lower through kneeling chaturanga. Crown reaches forward, elbows bend. Moving through cobra, pulling your chest forward, thinking about from the tail to the back of the head, you're becoming longer. So rather than pushing and going, that force going back, pull the heels of the hands backwards, but pull your heart and your chin and your crown forward. If upward dog feels great, fantastic, but keep the sensation of going forward in space and bring it back, downward facing dog. To get axial extension here, think about your thumb line. Reach the crown of the head, the heart to your thumb line, and reach your tail, the waistband of the pants, in the opposite direction up to the corner of the room, the corner of the ceiling, sorry. Drive the hands forward as you push the feet back, lengthening your spine as much as possible. Feet together, we're going to take right leg up, step in between the hands, and find your crescent lunge. Cue from here is, of course, since we've folded at this hip, is lengthen from the tail, not just through to the crown of the head because your arms are above you, all the way to your fingertips. Out of every single joint. Add a back bend if you desire, but keep active and feel the back working here. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Back to your chaturanga. Once again, knees down. Crown reaching forward. Elbows go back and tuck in by the waistline. Cobra. Keep pulling forward. Upward dog. Downward dog. Think again about chest, heart, crown, reaching to your thumbs as your hands push forward. Feet and heel drive back. Tail lifts high to the corner of the room and the ceiling. Step the feet again together. Other leg goes up. And in your 3-legged dog, how long can you make yourself? Again, driving through the hands. Toe now reaching towards the corner of the ceiling. Step that foot forward, folks, and arrive into your crescent lunge, second side. Watch the camera. This is me doing a sort of a drop-in, not too much activation. I want to stand into both feet, giving a solid base, so I can work length. Lower back lifting out of the waistband of my pants. Bra line lifting away, or rib cage lifting away from the waistband. Everything going up. Then if I do want to add a back bend, it's much more easeful rather than just pushing back. I go up and then slide the fingertips along the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Bringing it back, guys, back into a plank. This time I'm going to stay in plank and think about my axial extension. I am rigid a plank. I'm pretending there's a plank of wood on my back, looking forward. Good. Move the chest over the thumb line and fold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cobra or up dog. Continuing the length. You're growing, and downward facing dog. Push forward with the hands, high with the sit bones and tail, and then add that reach of the crown and the heart to the thumbs to further lengthen. Gaze forward to your thumbs, guys, and either take a hop, step, or a jump forward. Continuing our length into Ardha Uttanasana. Nice and long here. Fold Uttanasana. Opportunity to let your back round, but stretch it more by actively rounding it. Great stretch on the back. Fold into chair. Utkatasana. Another opportunity to find length. Grow, grow. Touch the ceiling. Lift out of every single joint, guys. And release back to Tadasana. That's round 1. Lots of information. So now I just want to cue length from the tail to the back of the head rather than everything else. Just one thing to focus on. Hopefully that sticks and it helps. All right.